Mr. Cater. Here. Mr. Gallagher. Here. Mr. Buckley.
Here.
As you wish, please stand for the pledge and invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father God, we come before you today thanking you for all the gifts that you bestow on us, thanking you for the freedoms that we have. We ask wisdom, guidance, decisions that are made today for the betterment of the citizens of this county. And all these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
We do need to amend the agenda, add one item, purchase of some sheriff's cars. Motion?
I'll make a motion that we amend the agenda to add purchase of the sheriff's department cars, vehicle.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, aye? What?
In their discussion. Once again, this is not legal, but I know you're gonna do it anyway, but it's not legal. That's why you have to give 24 hours notice for any contract, especially these little things may not be a big deal, but a $250,000 purchase, somebody may object to it, but go ahead.
Okay, you say it's not legal.
It's never legal to amend a meeting. I've said it many times. That's why you have to give
That's the
24
first time I've
hours.
heard you say that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so do we put this off a week? Well, it could be 2 weeks, because we're gonna have a meeting.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they have a meeting next
You
week.
need to put.
Can we
you
have a
post it-
special
You
meeting?
do it
Huh?
tomorrow.
You can post it for
We can have a
tomorrow.
Just
special
have to give
meeting.
24-hour notice.
If we want to do it and post it for tomorrow at
11.
whatever time we get the.
Have to be
put it on the
11.
thing, it can be 11 o'clock, it can be whatever, but that's 24-hour notice. And
Fine.
Kevin
Is this
is
just
right.
approval to solicit a competitive bid? or
No,
is it a purchase?
It's the
through a
purchase,
contract?
so.
It's a state contract. We got approval to purchase them back in January, and they just come in, and we gotta, I really don't even know why we're here, it's because it's already been approved once. It's just the approval to spend the $268,000.
Did we just not have the amount in January?
No, I had the amount, but I had to get the approval to order them, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Okay, let's table this till tomorrow and call a special meeting tomorrow. And,
At what time?
11 a.m. So we got the
Gotcha. I'll have
time.
it posted.
Right, so let's do that. So let's call a special meeting tomorrow for the purpose of purchasing these cars.
Okay, do I need to retract mine
How do you want to work the motions?
You could just withdraw his motion.
then? Okay, I'll withdraw the motion to, purchase of the sheriff's department
And
vehicle.
therefore the second is withdrawn.
Yes.
Okay, so this is tabled until tomorrow. Okay, next item. And Nick, our feeder's not working just right. Okay, the consent agenda has been posted. Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda, and if anybody was wanting to know, White Oak Circle and Black Oak Drive is that subdivision out off of Bray Road.
A second.
That give you an idea where it's at.
Yeah. Okay, I have a motion second. All in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Okay. Next item is on the general agenda.
General business.
Regular agenda is permission to bid solar panels for the Weber Road facility. We have a bid now for the shingles, but we may change the roof style. So do you want to talk about it, or how do you want to work it?
I put the lady, who's Bridget, can you help me out here?
Yeah,
The lady that was helping us with the solar panels suggested we do metal roof.
Standing seam metal.
Standing seam metal. So I'm gonna put the shingle on hold
Okay.
and work on getting.
Well, what they said, Brian, was they suggested if we're gonna put the solar panels on, that when we first bid this, the metal's quite a bit more expensive. And then this is before we got the solar panel grants, really.
Yes.
And then, once we got the grant for the solar panels, they suggested that we put the metal roof on because the solar panels adapt. So we're talking about a little more money, but in the future, I think the metal roof, we need to look at the difference, because if we're gonna put the solar panels on, it will be better for the county to spending extra money because they fit, it's a safer to put the metal on.
The metal roof is
Yeah.
gonna outlast the solar.
Right.
And I don't think they have to penetrate the metal
There you
roof, I
go.
think that they have to
Yeah.
penetrate
There
into
you
the
go.
shingles.
They actually
And they
bolt
can just
down.
clamp
Yeah,
onto
you're
the
right.
metal
It-
so it
but you
won't
don't-
damage.
It will not be bolted into the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah. So now this is for the solar panels, not,
Yep.
doesn't have anything to do with the roof, it's solar panels. Okay, motion?
I make a motion, we give permission to bid the solar panels for the Weber Road facility.
I'll second.
Any comments, questions? Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Okay, the next permission to bid is,
Oh, hold on.
yes, sir.
That bid, would it be different if you had a metal roof?
Will it be different?
Is that gonna cause the bid to be different? You know, if you had a metal roof versus the regular roof?
We're talking about, will the solar panels be different?
No,
Uh,
no.
Well, the physically mounting them to the roof will be different, but I don't know about the cost.
Right, no, the main cost of the solar panels will be the same.
Okay.
And I know a lot of you, if you remember a couple of years ago, we looked into solar, doing the whole package. This was when interest rates were at 2-something%, and it paid out in about 15 to 16 years, I remember, and the panels were, no, it paid out in 20 years, and the panels were obsolete in about 16 or so, and we had about a 2% degree. It didn't work out because interest rates shot up, and then it didn't make any sense. The big difference here is you're getting a grant
Yes.
to pay for the things.
100%.
And when you're not paying for them, then it pays back.
Pays back real fast.
And if I'm right, this is a non-matching grant.
Yeah, we're
Non-match,
not out
yes.
any money
No.
for solar.
217,000 non-match.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Don't have to vote on this yet, do I?
First and second?
You have a motion? Motion, accept the motion.
You've
Are there any
already,
other questions?
you voted on this, we're moving on to Owl Creek.
Oh, you already had it, sorry.
You already got it.
Okay, now, this item. Permission to bid the Phase 2 trails. Mike, you want to talk?
Sure.
What we're looking for here today, this is Mike Sumter, Parks Department. What we're looking for here today is permission to solicit bids. We're not actually going to open up the bidding process yet. We are waiting on the Federal Highway Administration to finalize, put their final stamp of approval on our bid documents. But if we could get approval to solicit bids today, then whenever that comes in, we can get right on it.
Ready to go.
We're gonna have a tight window to get this done before the asphalt plants close in December. So we're trying to shave off as many days as possible. So if we get permission today, which is what we're looking for, whenever that comes back, we'll get it out immediately, get it in the paper and on our website, and personally solicit bids from contractors. And then I'll do a follow-up in the next meeting after that. Also announce it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we give permission to bid or solicit bids for Phase 2 of the Owl Creek Park.
Second.
A second.
Questions? Hey, I'm running out of meetings real quick.
Mr. Commissioner,
Yes.
this would be a totally appropriate place to discuss the public comment on the purchase of vehicles. You just can't take an action until tomorrow. So if you want him, rather than people coming back, you can make the whole discussion as long as you don't take the vote till tomorrow. So,
Well, okay, this is not an amended agenda item, but those are details.
right.
So we're not going to act on this.
Did we get a vote on the Owl Creek Commission? I don't think you guys voted yet.
Yeah, okay.
Did I second it?
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, we need to approve.
Okay,
We got a second, just all-
Any other questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
I am awake today, folks, but, okay, now, let's talk about this, but not act on it. Any comments, Buck?
Buck, you wanna talk about the cars?
Well, we've got, I had to order these things, or put our name on the list back, I think back in December. So it takes, well, they just come in, so how long it takes? 7 or 8 months to get these
Yeah.
in, so. Back in, I think it's December, January, I had to order them.
Yeah.
And they just come in, and there's 5 of them.
And that's supposed to be
25
compact.
Tahoes. And,
And then we have to outfit them.
I've already got I'm ready to go.
When you buy that in bulk, you get a cheaper price.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and then I wanted to talk to you and Jeff one thing, because of the dealers. Are we buying cars next year? You're gonna put it in the budget?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I would suggest that you get with the local dealers, and I know, get with them when we go to ordering cars and get them a shot. And explain to them, you know, when we go in to solicit the bids, to give them a shot at buying these
We
cars.
did last time,
I
and
remember.
we didn't get not one bid from the
Yeah,
local dealer.
I
Not
know
one.
you did. Let's, me and you go together,
Right.
and we're gonna sit down and explain to them what we need to do.
Wouldn't this state,
This is a state contract.
you need to, this is under a state contract.
This is
so
a
it's
state
something
contract
We gotta
dealer.
deal with this particular.
We don't gotta bid these.
Right.
I wanted to put that out there.
Are the other dealers on state contract, Buck?
No, they're not.
No local dealers are on state contract.
But they can actually,
I know.
they can actually sometimes beat these prices, but what they're gonna have to understand is, when we go in there, I guess they have to bid them. So they would have to give us a bid, and it's hard for them, I guess, to bid, but I would like to find some way to give them a shot where we're buying them
And
local.
this is another thing, when they bid them, they don't order them until we.
Right, it's too late, they've already been
It takes 8
made.
months to get them in, you know?
Like right now, if we wanted to buy cars for next year, they would literally have to order them now.
Really, right now?
Yeah, they have to order them now because they only really produce these cars one time a year, Chevy, Ford. So for next year, right now, if the locals want to, we almost need to know what we're needing for next year, where they have a shot at bidding these. And the part of it is, they really don't know what they're gonna get them for, so there's not a price. And it's hard on them, but, I mean, we're buying these cars from not around. I'd like to find some way we could give them a shot at it.
And I've been trying to get the local
I know,
dealers
Buck's
to-
worked with them.
They get the, state contract, and they just don't seem interested, and then you put them out on bid for them, and they don't bid them, you know? So,
They still don't bid.
that's aggravating as it can be for us, you know?
Okay.
Time frame wise.
Thank you. We're not gonna act on this today. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you, Buck. Okay, Louis, thank you. I asked Louis did this study some time back, and that's just shows that St. Francis County only gets 1/4 of a cent for every dollar you spend on your county taxes. I wish we had another name than county taxes on that. But that 1/4 of a cent out of that dollar goes to all those uses there. So it's pretty telling, you know, just how little of that. Now, no municipality in the county has a collector. Our collector does all of that collection for everyone. And then we redistribute those funds at the first year for what we've collected for the schools and handicap services and health and all that. We put all that together and send them a check.
Have you ever looked at the revenue, and does it pay for the collector and the assessor's office and functions? We probably don't even collect enough to pay for the collecting and assessing, you know what I mean?
Cities get by without hiring a collector.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just information. Thank you, Louis, appreciate your work. Owl Creek, Dan, I think your picture's in that right-hand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you get in
That's
there,
your best
Dan?
side.
Yeah.
So, but the park's there for a purpose, and we for that purpose. Yeah. And this, Mike, you wanna talk about the walk?
Sure.
This was a walk that the MU Extension hosted. It's 100 miles in 100 days. Just a community outreach to get people up and moving. And we were lucky enough to host one of their walking days. We had a pretty good turnout. And it's kind of also an educational deal as they're walking along. We had a botanist there from the MU Extension to explain the different native species to people that were.
That's one in the blue shirt?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. It
We
looked like.
encourage everyone to get out and walk in, get moving.
Tries to get it looking good.
Okay, no meeting next week. We've got Board of Equalization meetings here. So our next plan, well, at that time, our next plan meeting is August 5th, but now we got a plan meeting for tomorrow. That's regular, this tomorrow's special. Okay, other business, anybody got any correspondence? Public comments. Departmental reports, Sheriff?
That's one of our new cars right there. That looks like, what's that, Cars?
Nicholas Kirkfield.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Had those on my old,
How these things look.
Just to give you our numbers again, our yearly calls for service are at 11,529. And over the last week was 421, so we responded to that many last week. Our jail population's up a little bit. We're at 154.
How many available beds do you have?
One, with the addition of the medical wing, I think we're up to 134. No, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
334.
334?
We can stack them.
Okay.
It'll be tight, but I think we can do, I'm sorry. 194.
I was thinking 180, 190.
Yeah, 194,
Okay,
we got 14 beds in the, yeah.
So you've got about 40 available spaces?
Yeah.
Okay.
127 are gonna be male, 27 female. We just had 4 deputies come back from Meridian, Mississippi, where we sent them for some free training. All the cost of taxpayers in the county was 1 meal a day and fuel there and back. It's about a week-long training on search warrant planning and execution and safety for the officers and all the people involved. We're going to have an event this Tuesday. We're going to have our first Pathway to Change graduation. That's the RSAT program with our jail navigator. They've completed their 120-day training, and we're going to graduate 2 males and 1 female. It starts with 10. We started with 10. We're down to 3. So it's not an easy program to get through, but that'll happen Tuesday the 29th. And Brian and his crew have started maintenance work on our draining issue on the west side of the jail. Our
Road and bridge.
Okay, road and bridge. I'm sorry. Yeah, forgot you guys.
All you know is you got water piling up.
Yes, and Brian said it'll be done when we get it done. So.
Which Brian?
Yeah.
Hopefully be done today.
Buck, you might wanna check them curb feelers out. You might have to order something.
I got some, part of the outfit, but.
There we go.
Rip them off.
You might be able to take them old antennas they used to have, cut them off and adjust them to them.
Anybody got any questions for the sheriff?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Jeff, did I see, we had some inmates get baptized recently?
Yeah, we did as part of this program, they do attend church meetings. They're not forced to go to any of this stuff. This is all on their own. We do hold church service in the jail. We had scheduled 2 inmates that come to us and asked to be baptized. So we accommodated that, and
How did you, what's that? How did you do that?
a lot of things went into play. We had an individual who's a part-time pastor. The 3 gentlemen that came and did this were former felons or had been in the jail system before, or Department of Corrections. So it's easier for them to talk to somebody who's been in their shoes. You know, I can go in there and talk to them, and you don't know how I've lived or whatever. These guys could relate with them. They provided a baptismal, it wouldn't fit in the jail, so we did it in Sallyport. Hooked with a garden hose, it was ice cold water. They still went through with it. We were supposed to have 2.
So you brought in a tank?
Mhm.
Okay.
We were supposed to do 2 and we ended up doing 13. We had several inmates, or detainees, that came to us and said, I want to be baptized. They're not forced to do this. This is on their own. We just provided the service and thought it was great.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question. You were talking about the RSAP program.
Mhm.
Okay, you had 10 and 3, but those 3, if you wouldn't have that, that wouldn't even be happening.
Correct.
So they get a better start, and I'm not saying what they did is, but say if it's related to where they get a start when they get out, it's much better for them.
Kind of what it's called, pathways to change. And
Yeah.
it's kind of trying to break that recidivism that keeps coming, the same person keeps coming back to jail for whatever reason. And with this RSAP program, we're trying to break that cycle and give them the tools they need.
So in the future, that could actually grow.
Mhm.
That's why I would hope your navigator would consider the AA program that's the Cape and
That
Jeff
they,
County.
that is part of it. I don't know what
Because they haven't
chapter
got
it
any,
is.
they'll do it for free, and all the materials and stuff for free. That's usually they
Right,
either have a
that's-
drug or alcohol problems, incremental, something they need to.
Yeah, it's a structured program, and I don't know who they actually use, but, on that, of the 13 that were baptized, 2 of them were civilians. That, one of them was employed,
Not detainees.
not detainees, so, yeah.
What does RSAP stand for?
Okay, residential substance abuse treatment,
RSAP.
RSAP.
Any other questions, comments for the
Sure, I
sheriff?
was just saying thank you for giving that opportunity. That's really cool to give that.
That's the first time we've ever done that in the jail that I know of, so, kind of monumental.
Thank you.
Yeah, something that we're doing our budget, and I appreciate the auditors department putting it out early. One thing that I did want to be aware of, I know we've scheduled our budgets without any pay raises, which will adjust. But one of the things with the minimum wage going up to $15 as of next January, if that goes into place, we have part-time people, and we've had them at $15 when it was at $12. We had them at $15 when it was $10. I probably use more than anything else, but it's something that you guys got to consider. I would recommend going up to $17 or $17.50. When you have people come in for 2 hours to do the audit, or 2 hours to check the machines, or not, you've got to give them enough to make it at least worth their while. They get no other benefits or whatever, but that's one of the things that we will legally probably have to raise the election pay, which we've been waiting for a few years to do. And if we do this consolidation, we will have a lot less supervisors. And a lot
Consolidation
less
of your voting.
of voting. We will have less people, but we're gonna have to adjust as we come in for 15 hours a day, you gotta get close to minimum wage, so. Anyway,
Now-
I just thought I'd mention that, so, because before we finalize this thing, their department's gonna have to have some direction saying, yes, minimum wage is going, that we paid some minimum wage people.
Minimum wage does not apply.
Don't apply to the county.
I know, but it does in real life.
Yeah.
When you.
But I just wanted to clarify
Right.
that.
It doesn't, for part-time,
It's
there's a
something
lot.
we are not required to do.
But
we can.
if you're gonna do it and be competitive in the environment, as much problems as we have getting people to work, for short periods of time, we'll have to do that.
Golden Bridge. Put those 2 pictures up, the antique and the modern day.
We still run both of those.
Yeah. Now, look at the pictures. Both of them are on tracks. Both of them are on swivels. Of course, the hydraulics have replaced all the cables, but a key factor in the design is the reversal of the bucket. That made all the difference in the world in that machine. It was a ground changer.
And some of the machines today, you can reverse a bucket and still dig out from it.
Yeah, but you don't do as well.
Observe moving.
You don't do it as much.
Yeah. But that's key to that, okay.
So we're still working with the paving crew. They had some issues
last week with the plant, so they didn't get Alsbury done. Hopefully they'll get it done this week and start on Patterson School. And then they'll work their way south to Smith and DD, Vanco, and Westover. We are, like Jeff mentioned, at the Sheriff's Department, Brian Long, the road bridge supervisor, coordinated with Brian Briley, the maintenance supervisor, and got all that organized. And there's a lot of utilities in that area. There's water, Ameren, AT&T. So Brian Long talked with Casey Barnhart from Farmington, City of, about helping with some hydrovac. So Greg approved for Casey to do that, so he helped us out this morning locating those utilities so we know we didn't hit anything. It should be done today. If not, it'll be wrapped up tomorrow, with the exception of the asphalt patch. We got crews in Doe Run installing some culvert pipe for a commercial property there. What's that good? Curtis Turner. He put in the ice purchase place, and I think he's done some kind of car wash or something there too.
Yeah.
He's doing something for the campers. It's a pretty big driveway. I think we're putting in 53 foot, so they'll be able to swing off of 221 onto Willow and into that parking lot, because they're pretty narrow streets. And we put an entry on both sides of his property, and then the neighbor up above him decided he wanted to do something. So we put in a new culvert for him, and then we're gonna ditch that whole side to get that water to flow properly. There is some water lines in the way there. I think Pilot Knob Water does Doe Run Water. And they got that little 2-inch hydrant out, but we'll get past it, we'll make it all work. Other than that, it's just business as usual. We did start doing some drag boxing today, just to get some asphalt on some of these back roads that need some attention. And we started on Lashley Lane. Everything's going good there so far.
You mentioned hydrovac. Typically, when you dig a hole, you have a steel tool. And if there's any kind of utility line or anything in there, you're not sure where it is, that tool's gonna cut it. So a hydrovac uses a high pressure water, power washer, and a vacuum cleaner. And it sucks up the water plus the dirt. So you do it actually without a steel tool. And it's very much safer around those utility lines.
Yeah, and depending on what utility you contact, so like if it's a spire line, you know, if you hit it with any metallic object, you're supposed to report that,
Yeah.
because it's got a coating on it that protects it from erosion, and it can get pretty.
Yeah, without that hydrovac, you'd be doing a lot of hand digging.
Yeah, and it's just water and vacuum.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this has been an issue out of jail.
Yeah, for a while.
What it does, it backflows into the jail. They had to drop that to drain that water, and I think that line's clogged up constant. That's one down by Buck's old garage.
The line's clapped.
Yeah,
Underneath the
and
ground.
yeah, it backflows into the jail, and this will eliminate that. Plus, I think with the lines there, we have to rip wrap that too, right? We're gonna rip wrap that ditch, which it'll look a lot better than that. That ditch is getting pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus you got all them utilities in there. Yeah.
Well, even if the line went collapsed, and it wasn't designed to, because you got 3 6-inches coming out, and 3 6-inch lines coming in, and 1 6-inch going out. So we're putting in a 15-inch pipe, which will be more than sufficient.
Any question for Road and Bridge? Thank you.
Make sure you guys drink plenty of water.
Commissioner, I have a report.
Yes.
They're saying 105.
As reported in today's Daily Journal, if you remember last spring, I asked that local people would notify their local legislators concerning the proposed new Veterans Clinic. As reported in today's Daily Journal, Lacey McClintock, Chief of Communications at the John J. Pershing VA Medical Center, confirmed what had been circulating as a rumor, saying, quote, after a thorough review, plans to build a new VA facility in Farmington have been canceled. A recent assessment of the veterans population in the area showed that current demand does not justify such a large investment at this time. Instead of the proposed construction of the 60,000 square foot outpatient facility, McClintock said new plans will be submitted to expand Robert Sylvie VA outpatient clinic. Project bidders were notified via official channels in June that the bid solicitation opportunities for the project have been canceled by the contracting officer. The new outpatient clinic would have benefited local veterans and their families who now travel to Poplar Bluff or St. Louis for medical services they cannot receive at the current Farmington clinic. It's disappointing news to our local veterans, to their families, and to the economic base of this county.
Louis, are they expanding the Sylvie or just?
It's, at this point, it says that new plans will be submitted to expand Robert Sylvie outpatient clinic.
There's not a lot of room out there.
I have a little bit of insight in that one.
Okay.
So they are going to do something. It's either make that one bigger, or they can do another facility somewhere else. It's just not gonna be a 60,000 square foot
Yeah.
facility. So they haven't, like, locked it in yet, but there will be changes, and it will be bigger and more doctors availability and things like that. But it just won't be as big as they had originally.
They still do, like a lot of the local vets meet there and then
They
they
do.
bus them, right?
Oh,
They
I don't
bus a
know
lot
about
of them. Do they still do that? I know they
Surgery?
used to.
How about surgery?
They didn't tell me what was gonna be added. She
How-
just
how
said,
many years
I've
did
been
it
in
take to
contact
get- to
with
get to this
Lacey for a
point?
long time. I know that they've been contacting us, and we've been trying to figure out a land situation for years and years.
It's been 6 years.
It's 6
since
years,
I've been
and now we're
working
gonna
on it.
start from scratch, so.
Yeah.
Well, so another good thing about it is, she did tell me that this will be fast tracked. How?
Yeah.
So it will be
So
faster
three,
than
kinda like
this
a mail.
was.
So three.
So government fast tracked, whatever that means.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Louis.
Thanks.
Okay, Bear Road Bridge is coming along. Dave took these pictures, thank you. And you wanna talk about it?
I don't need to. I know Jason goes over quite a bit. Brian probably does too. I just say that this is getting closer to being done. As you can see, they're bringing up the road. It's not too far. Before you used to look up, it was 12 foot or so to get up there. So now it's almost there, and that means the road, the whole deck is poured, ready for whatever. I don't know. They poured the sides already too, didn't they?
I don't know if they poured the sides, it wasn't
Okay.
poured when I was up there.
Okay, are we going to or do soon? So, it's going well. Talked to some campers down there, and they were happy too. So it's like, except for the people who own it, but anyway.
But
There's
you
no
did
what-
state last week, it's definitely not gonna be ready before school starts.
Not before school
No,
starts.
there's still a lot of dirt work to do. They got
Yeah.
it raised up to the deck, but
Yeah.
they still got
Oh,
Turkey Creek Road to do and all the slope and.
How much fill, how many feet of fill were there?
I don't know how many cubic yards I know it was,
Several
but
feet.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you go back and compact that soil, 98% is good job, well done. But you're still 2% short of being where you were. So that will settle over time. And so you'll always find a bump just before you go onto a bridge. And that's the reason for it. That fill there will, you just ain't gonna get it to where it was, so.
and as he was saying, Turkey Creek does run off to the right and goes through there. And it's gonna. Those people are just ecstatic that this is gonna finally be done. They've got to go all the way from there, all the way into through Bon Terre and get out there. So now they'll be able to.
I was looking at power line in the picture. Is that, you wanna stay that low?
Well, those are high enough. The orange is just on there because of the cranes,
Yeah,
but it's plenty high
but
enough.
they are high enough.
Oh.
Okay, they look a little
If
bit.
you look at that piece of machinery that's right underneath it,
That's a skid steer.
no, the one to the, is
Oh,
that
the
skid
roller?
steer? No, the other roller, sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, and the skid
Okay.
steer's there too, but.
Any questions on that? Any other departmental reports?
Make a motion, we adjourn?
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Thank y'all.